Bellevue Hospital, Mark David Chapman began a series of psychiatric tests designed to find out if he is capable of standing trial for the murder of John Lennon. While in his room, Chapman could hear news of Lennon's death on the television sets of other patients. He asked that the sound be turned down.
The impression of our people at Bellevue Hospital was his major problem was he didn't want to hear about John Lennon or about the murder or about Lennon's life.
Police say they still don't know why Chapman shot Lennon. Their research is uncovering a personality obsessed with the rock star. In Chicago, a friend who knew Chapman for years said Chapman played Lennon's music all the time and wore a Beatle haircut while playing guitar in a rock group. Like Lennon, Chapman married an older woman of Japanese birth. In Hawaii, Chapman suffered a nervous breakdown and tried to commit suicide. Later, he worked as a security guard. On the day he quit that job, he signed out of his office as John Lennon. In New York, Chapman reportedly loitered around Lennon's home for 3 days before approaching the rock star for an autograph. A photographer who took this picture of that exchange recalls Chapman saying later, "You never know if you'll see him again."
And he said, "You don't know, you might not see him again." And, it didn't mean anything to me at the time.
The crowd of mourners outside Lennon's home grew today at the announcement that there will be no public funeral. Some people who brought flowers to the Dakota's Iron Gate said this was their only chance to say goodbye. The singer's body was taken to a New York funeral home today for cremation. Other funeral arrangements will be kept private. Demonstrations of affection for Lennon continued today. In Washington, 2,000 people gathered at the Lincoln Memorial in his memory.